We're going to divide this video into 3 different sections that are going to make easier to navigate which section is more important to you. Timestamps on the video description so that you can jump to whichever section you think it's more important to you. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to have some recommendations and mistakes that you can make while taking advantage of your Pictos. So first and foremost, the Pictos are going to be these little things that you can equip right in here, and we're going to tackle on first what they actually give to you. They have passive bonuses, and that's what we are going to be talking about first. You have the right to equip 3 different Pictos at the same time, and they are going to have an extra passive bonus, like the one that I have right here. My combo attack, the base attacks have 1 extra hit, and that is a passive bonus. The same thing goes for 1 AP on battle start, and then the mark that requires 1 more hit to be removed. Those are my passive hits, that are passive Pictos that I have right in here, but I can choose whichever one that I want from here. The next thing that you need to know about this, and that is linked to Luminas, is that by equipping a Picto 4 times in like a fight, you can inherit that passive bonus that we're talking about to be equipped as a Lumina. And here you're able to navigate which ones have you already unlocked to be equipped as Luminas, because they have a color. That color is also going to be determining what kind of Picto that is. Is it a defensive Picto for the blue ones? Is it a offensive Picto like the red ones? Or is it a utility Picto like the green ones that you have right here? And that's the way that you can differentiate the type of Picto that they are. But if they are grayed out, means that you have not learned yet that Picto, and you probably should. Like, remember that equip it, go into battle with the Picto equipped 4 times, and then you're going to be able to equip it as a Lumina. Now, let's actually talk about Luminas. The Luminas are the Pictos that you have already learned by taking them into battle 4 times, and there's a certain specific amount that you can have equipped at any given time, and that certain specific amount is always going to be fixed. First, I thought that it was going to be dependent on the level. The level does not matter at all. Like, the Pictos are going to have different levels, and that's what we're going to be discussing next. But the actual passive bonuses that the Pictos give, they always are fixed. And also, one thing that you cannot do is to equip a Lumina of a Picto, even though that you have already learned it, if you have it equipped as a base accessory of a Picto. And how do I increase my Lumina to equip more Pictos? Every time that you gain a level, you're always going to get 1 point into Lumina. But also, you can go to the campment, and then you can go to our curator right here. Click on the Upgrade Expedition Resources, and this is going to allow you to spend your color of Lumina. That is going to allow you to increase the level of Lumina, meaning that you're going to be able to equip more passive bonuses of the Pictos that you have learned to furthermore amplify the build of your character. One thing that you need to have in mind also is that you can actually marry some characters. This is a personal bias and recommendation that I have for you. I like to have everyone properly built, because if your main party dies, even though that you have a preference, like for example, my preference and the build that I usually carry into battle is Verso, Lune, and Mael. I barely ever use CL and Monoko. I do use them from time to time, but they are not my mains. Still, I build them at all times, because if Verso and Lune and Mael die, they get the chance to fight a second party, so that you should really have to have them built so that they are ready when it's their turn to fight, which is not going to be that often if you have a properly optimized build, but that's something that you need to have in mind as well. Finally, we need to discuss about the Pictos as actual accessories. You will see that they have a level. The level of the Picto, like I mentioned, has nothing at all to do with the passive bonus that they have, or how much is it going to cost as a Lumina. The level of the Picto alters the actual stats that they have. So this is how you should be seeing them, and this is the final part that I like to separate them. You should start seeing them as accessories, and you should always, at all times, have to have equipped the highest level of Picto possible so that your character gets stronger. If you feel that you're under leveled and you're leveling your character properly, you're leveling your weapon properly, but you still feel like you're under leveled on a certain area, or that you're not performing that well on that specific given certain area, then that's probably because your accessories have low level. And there are some concessions that you do need to make so that you choose when are you going to have a low level Picto equipped. Like for example, I have a level 9 combo attack right in here, which the basic attack has 1 extra hit. I cannot change this, I cannot equip something a higher level because this actually costs too much. It costs 10, and on the build that I have already established, I don't have enough points to be able to change this. Because I already have something different. Like for example, I need for my build my energizing attack and the exposing attack as well, because this is going to maximize my DPS. This is kind of like my Verso is built right now, so for me to be able to equip this combo attack, I need to either level up more or I need to get more color of Lumina so that I can give it to Verso, so that I can then unequip my low level accessory Picto for something different that you will see right in here. For example, Lune has all of the high level Pictos that you have right in here, and because of that she has like lots of speed, she has lots of critical rate. As a matter of fact, she attacks like a maniac aside from the rest of my crew, because the way that I have built, I already have set up the Luminas that I need, so I can set up the highest level of accessory for Picto right in here, so that she can get the most powerful thing that she wants to. That way, I do not want to, I'm not really making a concession at this point. I'm not really caring about what the actual Picto has as a passive bonus, because I already have all of that as a Lumina. You should get advantage of that extra bonus, but it's going to be far more important for you to have the Picto as a accessory that is going to give you base raw stats for your character. And that is the final recommendation that I actually want to give you. If you are already finishing the game and you're planning into entering into New Game Plus, this is something that you need to have very, very much in mind. I have seen a lot of people that are struggling on New Game Plus because enemies are way too punishing, they deal too much damage, they are too fast, and even with the stats that you have, you're not able to fight them. My recommendation is that once you reach the post-game, you have finished the game, you have finally beaten the final boss, you can explore the world at your leisure. When you explore the world at your leisure on the end game, the enemies are always going to be dropping weapon upgrade materials so that you can raise your weapons to the maximum level, but also they are going to drop some Pictos, and that is going to be like the farming on the end game. So if you're doing like the end game or the post game, you're looking for the collectibles, you're just exploring, you're finding the chromatic enemies that you haven't finished. My advice is that you also farm some enemies, kill enemies. Prepare yourself before you head on into New Game Plus, because getting your characters with level 21 Pictos so that they have more speed, they have more critical rate, they have more defense, they have more health, that is what is actually going to allow you to survive on the actual New Game Plus, because these numbers, they are massive numbers, as you can see right here. 300 speed for this character is just massive. If you feel that your defense is low, you can go and find a defense Picto that is going to give you lots of defense, that is going to allow you to survive some of those one-shot hits that you're going to have in New Game Plus. So take advantage on the post-game to actually farm for some high-level Pictos before you head on into the New Game Plus. If you like the content and like and ever super appreciate it, don't tell you that you're gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. Have a beautiful day and goodbye.